objective today is the same, and you'll have a test tomorrow. On this one, we have 4x squared minus 12x plus 16. The highest number you can take out of each of these is 4. But the the lowest power of x in this case is x, but we don't have an x in all three items. So you can't take an x out. So you're just taking out a 4. 4x squared divided by 4, and then minus 12x divided by 4, and plus 16 divided by 4. So you would end up with x squared minus 3x plus 4. You can't take something out as a factor if it's not able to come out of all three of them. We only have an x term in 2 items out of 3. So in this case, we only had to take out a 4. The solution here is that you can take out a 6 from all of these and then go back and divide everything by 6. And when you do that, you'll leave the 6 outside and be left with a 3x, not a 3x, a 2x squared, and then plus 3x minus 4. Try this one and drop it off. For the practice problem, the highest number you can take out from each term is 9. So you're left with 3x squared plus 2x minus 4. In this case, we have 4x to the third y to the second plus 12x squared y to the fourth minus 16 x to the fourth y to the second. Now, as with before, you go through and find the highest number that you can take out from each. So out of 4, 12, and 16, what's the highest number? 4. Now go through and look at the x's. You have x to the third, x to the second, x to the fourth. What's the lowest power of x? Second, so that's the one we're going to take out. And then for the y's, you have y to the second, y to the fourth, y to the second. What's the lowest? So y to the second is what you're taking out. So now go backwards and divide everything by what you have here. So it's going to be 4x to the third, y to the second, divided by 4x to the second, y to the second. You're dividing by what you factored out. And in that case, the 4's cancel out, and you have x to the third over x to the second, which is just x, and then the y to the seconds cancel out. So you're just left with an x there. Now go through and do some division for the second term here, 12x squared y to the fourth over 4x squared y squared. 12 over 4 is 3. The x squares cancel out, and y to the fourth over y to the second is y to the second. So you have 3y to the second. And then we'll finish this out with the 16x to the fourth y to the second over 4x squared y squared. 16 over 4 is 4. X to the fourth over x to the second is x to the second. and then the y squares cancel out. Don't forget that's a minus sign. So minus 4x squared. This would be your answer. This problem is 6x to the third, y to the fifth, minus 12x to the second, y to the second, and plus 24x to the third, y to the fourth. The highest number that comes out of each is going to be 6. The lowest power of x is x squared, and the lowest power of y is y squared. When you go backwards, you're going to end up with an x y to the third minus 2, and there's no variable with that part, and then plus 4x y to the second.